Hello guys, welcome back to our Antepost Cheltenham 2025 series. I'm going to be going through the open company chases today. So we've got the Champion Chase, Ryanair Chase and Gold Cup. I've got a selection in each. A couple of them are skinny enough, one's at a big price again. So I'm going to start with the Champion Chase on the Wednesday. It's quite an interesting one with some horses underperforming slightly last year, El Fabiolo being one. So the top of the market's actually John Bon, 4-1 best price available, sort of co-fave with Gaelic Warrior really, who is obviously incredibly impressive with Cheltenham. I think he's a bit of an enigma horse, to be honest with you. You never quite know exactly what you're going to get. I certainly think this far out, Gaelic Warriors, a target unconfirmed, so I certainly couldn't side with him at this stage. El Fabiolo again just doesn't jump well enough, so I can't see him coming up back and winning this. Energumene won the race twice. He's in there at 7-1, which I think is just an incredibly short price. He's very much reliant on it being soft ground. And also to come back from a long layoff would be some feat if he was to go and bring up the 3-timer. So I do think John Bon's a very backable price at 4-1. I think he's ultra consistent, and he's certainly being off a fair bit shorter than that with quite a few of these at the top of the market. Them being scratched at some stage. A horse that I have just touched on though. This is a little bit out there, so it's a little bit of a speculative play, I must say. But there's a range of prices available at about Energumene for the Ryanair Chase. Of course, he's run over 2 miles for the vast majority of his season, although he did win a chase over 2.5 miles. I think just as he's getting that little bit older, he's going to need that little bit further. I don't think he's quite going to have the pace that he did have. He's a 10-year-old now. And of course he's never going to hit necessarily the highs of it that he's previously had, but I think the step up in trip, take a little bit or less emphasis off toe, and he's certainly going to have the stamina for 2.5 miles the way he prefers soft ground. So I think a very speculative play on him at 25-1 would be my advice, and I actually have done myself. But like I mentioned, an absolute range of prices available. I mean, some bookies as short as 6-7-1, others right the way up to 25-1 currently available with Ladbrokes. I've just managed to get a bit of money on with them, which is always easier said than done. For the Gold Cup, of course, you've got 2-time winner Galopin Des Champs heading the betting, 7-2. The only sort of really quite unexposed horse in this is Factor File. It's going to be interesting to see how he goes in open company this year, but he would be my idea of the bet. So he's a year younger than Galopin Des Champs, so there's a little bit more room for improvement as well. And of course, we just don't know how good he is.